Preparation, Samadhi Mandir, breaking of the brick, 72 hours Samadhi, jokes sannyas, Baba's nectar-like words. Chapter 43 and 44 continue the story of Baba's passing away and therefore they are taken together. Previous preparation. It is a general practice among all Hindus that when a man is about to die, some good religious scripture is read out to him with the object that is in his mind should be withdrawn from worldly things and fixed in matters spiritual, so that his future progress should be natural and easy. Everybody knows that when King Parikshiti was cursed by the son of Brahmin Rishi and was about to die after a week, the great sage Shukha expounded to him the famous Bhagavat Puran in that week. This practice is followed even now, and Gita, Bhagavat, and other sacred books are read out to dying persons. Baba, being an incarnation of God, needed no such help. But just to set an example to the people, he followed this practice. When he knew that he was to pass away soon, he ordered one Mr. Vaze to read Rama Vijaya to him. Mr. Vaze read the book once in the week. Then Baba asked him to read the same again day and night, and he finished the second reading in 3 days. Thus 11 days passed. Then again he read for the 3 days and was exhausted. So Baba let him go and kept himself quiet. He abided on his self and was waiting for the last moment. 2 or 3 days previous, Baba had stopped his morning peregrinations and begging around and sat in the masjid. He was conscious to the last and was advising the devotees not to lose heart. He let nobody know the exact time of his departure. Kaka Sahib Dikshit and Sriman Bhuti were dining daily with him in the masjid. The day, 15th October, after Arati, he asked him to go to their residence for dining. Still a few via Lakshmibai Shinde, Bagoji Shinde, Bayaji, Lakshman Bara Shimpi, and Nana Sahib Nimonkar remained there. Shama was sitting down on the steps. After giving ₹9 to Lakshmibai Shinde, Baba said that he did not feel well there in the masjid and that he should be taken to the Dagadi, that is stone Vada of Bhuti, where he would be all right. Saying these last words, he leaned on Bayaji's body and breathed his last. Bagoji noticed that his breathing had stopped and he immediately told this to Nana Sahib Nimonkar, who was sitting below. Nana Sahib brought some water and poured it in Baba's mouth. It came out. Then he cried out loudly, "Oh Deva." Baba seemed just to open his eyes and say, "Ah," in the low tone. But it soon became evident that Baba had left his body for good. The news of Baba's passing away spread like wildfire in the village of Shirdi, and all people, men, women, children, ran to the masjid and began to mourn his loss in various ways. Some cried out loudly, some wallowed on the streets, and some fell down senseless. Tears ran down from the eyes of all, and everyone was smitten with sorrow. Then the question arose, how to dispose of Baba's body? Some Mohammedans said that the body should be interred in an open space and a tomb built over it. Even Kushal Chand and Amir Sakar had shared the opinion. But Ramachandra Patil, the village officer, said to the villagers with a firm and determined voice, "Your thought is not acceptable to us. Baba's body should be nowhere placed except in the Vada." Thus people were divided on this point, and discussion regarding this point went on for 36 hours. On Wednesday morning, Baba appeared to Lakshman Mama Joshi in his dream and drawing him by his hand said, "Get up soon. Babu Sahib thinks that I am dead and so he won't come. You do the worship and Kakad morning arati." Lakshman Mama was the village astrologer and he was the maternal uncle for Shama. He was an orthodox Brahmin and daily first worshipped Baba in the morning and then all the village deities. He had full faith in Baba. After the vision came, he with all the puja materials and did not minding the protest of the Molvis, did the puja and the Kakad Arti with all the due formalities and went away. Then the noon Baba Sahib Jo came with all others and went through the noon Arati ceremony with as usual. Paying due respect to Baba's words, the people decided to place his body in the Vada and started digging the central portion there. In the evening of Tuesday, the sub-inspector came from Rahata and others from other places turned up. They all agreed to the proposal. Next morning, Amir Boy came from Mumbai and Mamlatdar from Kopargaon. The people seemed divided in their opinion. Some insisted on interring his body in an open field. The Mamlatdar therefore took a general plebiscite and found that the proposal to use the Vada secured double number of votes. However, he wanted to refer the matter to the collector, and Kaka Sahib Dikshit got himself ready to go to Ahmednagar. In the meanwhile, by Baba's inspiration, there was a change in the opinion of the people, and all the people unanimously voted for the proposal. On Wednesday evening, Baba's body was taken in the procession and brought to the Vada and was interred there with due formalities in the Gadba, that is, the central portion reserved for Muralidhar. In fact, Baba became Muralidhar and the Vada became a temple and a holy shrine where so many devotees went there and are going now to find rest and peace. All the obsequies of Baba were duly performed by Bala Sahib Bhate and Upasani, a great devotee of Baba. Let's go to the breaking of the brick. Some days before Baba's departure, there occurred an ominous sign forbidding the event. There was in the masjid an old brick on which Baba rested. He sat and sat. His hand and sat. At night time, he leaned against it and had his asan. He went on this went on for many years. One day during Baba's absence, a boy who was sweeping the floor took it up in his hand and unfortunately slipped it and then fell down and broke into two pieces. When Baba came to know about this, he bemoaned its loss, crying, "It is not the brick, but my fate that has been broken into pieces. It was my life-long companion. With it, I always meditated on the self, and it was as dear to me as my life. It has left to me some day." Some may raise here a question. Why should Baba express this sorrow for such an inanimate thing as a brick? To this, Hemant Pant replies that saints incarnate in this world with the express mission of saving the poor, helpless people, and when they embody themselves and mix and act with people, they act like them, that is, outwardly laugh, play, and cry like all other people, but inwardly they are wide awake to their duties and mission. 72 hours Samadhi. 32 years before, that is 1886 AD, Baba made an attempt to cross the borderline. On a Margashirsha Purnima, the full moon day, Baba suffered from a severe attack of asthma. To get rid of it, Baba decided to take this prana high up and go into Samadhi. He said to Bhagat Mahalsapati, "Protect my body for 3 days. If I return, it will be all right. If I do not, bury my body in that open land," which is pointing to land, and fix 2 flags there as a mark. Saying this, Baba fell about 10 p.m. His breath stopped, as well as his pulse. It seemed as if his prana left the body. All the people, including the villagers, came there and wanted to hold an inquest and bury the body in the place pointed by Baba. But Mahalsapati prevented this. With Baba's body on his lap, he sat full 3 days guarding it. After 3 days passed, Baba showed signs of life. 3 a.m. His breathing commenced and abdomen began to move. His eyes opened and stretching his limbs, Baba returned to consciousness, life again. From this and other accounts, let the readers consider whether Sai Baba was 3.5 cubits body that he occupied for some years and that he left thereafter, or he was there self inside. The body, composed of 5 elements, is perishable and transient, but the self within is the thing, the absolute reality, which is immortal and intransient. The pure being, consciousness or Brahma, the ruler and controller of the senses, and mind is the thing, Sai. This pervades all things in the universe, and there is no space without it. For fulfilling his mission, he assumed the body, that is the finite aspect, and assumed his infinite aspect. Sai ever lives, as also the previous incarnation of God Datta, Sri Narasimha Saraswati of Gagnapur. His passing away is only an outward aspect, but really he pervades all animate and inanimate things and their inner controller and ruler. This can be and is even now experienced by many who surrender themselves completely to him and worship him with wholehearted devotion. Though it is not possible for us to see Baba's full form now, still if we go to Shirdi, we find his beautiful lifelike portrait adorning the masjid. This has been drawn by Shamrao Jayakar, a famous artist, well-known devotee of Baba. To an imaginative and devout spectator, this portrait can give, even today, the satisfaction of taking Baba's darshana. Though Baba has no body now, he lives there and everywhere. and will affect the welfare of the devotees even now as he was doing before when he was embodied. Saints like Baba never die. Though they look like men, they are really God himself. Let's go to Bapu Sahib Jog's Sannyas. Hemat Pant closed this chapter with the account of Jog's Sannyas. Shakaram Hari alias Babu Sahib Jog was the uncle of famous Varkari Vishnu Bua Jog of Pune. After his retirement from government service, that is, he was a supervisor in the PW department in 1909 AD, he came and lived in Shirdi with his wife. He had no issue. Both husband and wife loved Baba and spent all the time in worshipping and serving in Baba. After Megha's death, Bapu Sahib daily did the Arati ceremony in the masjid and Chavadi till Baba's Mahasamadhi. He also entrusted with the work of reading and explaining Jnaneshwari and Eknathi Bhagavat in Sate's Vada to the audience. After serving for many years, Jog asked Baba, "I've served you for so long, my mind is not yet calm and composed. How is that my contact with saints has not improved me? When will you bless me?" Hearing the Bhakta's prayer, Baba replied, "In due time, your bad action, that is, fruit or result, will be destroyed. Your merits and demerits will be reduced to ashes, and I shall consider you blessed when you will renounce all attachments, conquer lust and palate, and getting rid of all impediments, serve God wholeheartedly, and resort to the begging bowl, that is, accept sannyas." After some time, Baba's words came true. His wife predeceased him. As he had no other attachment, he became free and accepted sannyas before his death and realized the goal of his life. Baba's nectar-like words. The kind and merciful Sai Baba said many a time the following street words in the masjid. "He who loves me most always sees me. The whole world is desolate to him without me. He tells no stories but mine. He ceasingly meditates upon me and always chants my name. I feel indebted to him who surrenders himself completely to me and ever remembers me. I shall repay his debt by giving him salvation, that is self-realization. I am dependent on him who thinks and hungers after me and who does not eat anything without first offering it to me. He who thus comes to me becomes one with me, just as a river gets into the sea and becomes merged as one with it. So, leaving out pride and egoism with no trace of them, you should surrender yourself to me, who am seated in your heart." Let us go to the last paragraph now. Who is this me? Sai Baba expounded many a time who this me, that is, or I is. He said, "You need not go far or anywhere in search of me. Bearing your name and form, there exists in you, as well as in all beings, the essence of being and consciousness of existence, that is myself. Knowing this, you will see me inside yourself as well as on all other beings. If you practice this, you will realize all pervasiveness and thus attain oneness with me." Hemat Pant therefore makes a bow to the readers and requests them humbly and lovingly that they should love and respect all gods, saints and devotees. Has not Baba often said, "He who carps and cavils at others pierces me in the heart and injures me, but he that suffers and endures pleases me most." Baba thus pervades all beings and creatures and visits on them all sides. He likes nothing but love to all the beings. Such nectar, pure auspicious ambrosia, always flowered from Baba's lips. He therefore concludes, "Those who lovingly sing Baba's fame and those who hear the same with devotion both become one with Sai." Bow to Sri Sai. Peace be to all. Meet you with the 45th chapter next week. Om Sri Sai Ram.